Okay, so loops in Python are very important. You have two ways you can do for loops. You can either loop using a for operation or a while operation. And right now we're going to see how these two operations work. We're going to do some very simple examples because it's an introductory course and I just want to show you the basics. We will probably go a little bit deeper into the advanced course that I'm going to be releasing really soon. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and in general stay tuned. So how you define a for loop? You need a for, you need this upside down notation, you need a condition here, and then you want to indent using a tab and write some code here. So this is how a for loop looks like. Okay, so let's keep this loop here and let's write. Let's say that we want to print numbers from 1 to 3. What we do is do for I, a simple variable name, in range 0.3, and you call print I. Let's run this code. So what this code does, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. What this code does, it prints the values from 0 to 2. Again, everything in Python starts from the 0 position and tends one position before. So what the range does, let's see, if you hover over the range value on the collab, it will print out exactly what it does. You start from 0 because we specified the start will be equal to 0, and you then want to stop at the value of 3, but it's an open ending, so you do not include the value of 3. So what we do is we want for every I which is in range, what range does, let's see here. If you call range and wrap it around the function called string, you can get the values of range. So this range will be 1, 0, 1, and 2. These are the values. So for I in this range, meaning 0, 1, 2, we want to print it out. And we, of course, print it out 0, 1, 2. Beautiful stuff. So this is how you do a very simple for loop. You can also do for I in and write here the string hello. And you can print each of the elements, characters, let's say, of hello. So if I run this code, check out age, E-L-L-O. So what print actually does at this point, it prints I, adds a new line operator, which you can see like this like the new line operator. So it changes line, and then prints I, adds a new line, prints I, adds a new line, prints I, adds a new line, and boom, you've got hello like that. So this is how you can loop over a string or a sequence. There is also another operation for looping, which is while. We usually do not use while because you can end up with infinite loops. So what while does, it's pretty similar. Let's say that we want n to equal 0. And then we use while n is smaller than a value, let's say 5. And we put the upside down dots. What we want to do is while n is smaller than 5, we want to print n. Okay, but there is a problem here. If we do not change the value of n will always be smaller than 5, because the value of n will always be 0. So this operation here will always be true, and we will always be printing n. So this will lead to an infinite loop. So what you do here is do n equals n plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, whatever you want. And there is also another operation that I want to show you. Instead of writing all of this stuff, you can do plus equals n, plus equals 1, which what it does, it adds to the current value of n the value of 1. So these two are identical, and you save, this extra code here. So let's use that. So we print the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Incredible. This is a while loop. Lovely loop. There are also other ways you can break a while. For example, you may want while true. You want always to keep looping around this code. And let's say that each time you print wow, the value of wow, and you've got also a value x equals 1. So let's say that we add this condition here, and we call break. What operation break does, it is very, very simple. What break does, it stops the loop. It stops the while true. It closes this loop. It's essentially what we've done here. When n became equal to 5, boom, the loop stopped. So break, what it does, it stops the loop, which is very, very important to know. So what you do here is x equals to 1. Okay, so we start off with x equals to 1, and we forever loop around until we find x equals to 1, where we stop the loop. So what do you expect from this while loop to do? Of course, it does one loop, then x becomes 1, and we stop the loop. So it will print once the value of wow. Oh, and it did it 2 times. Why? So the first time it prints wow, the value of x is equal to 1, so break is not called, then x becomes 1. But when you go back into the loop, the first thing that you want to be doing is print wow. And then, after printing wow for the second time, this value will be called the if x equals to 1. So the break happens after the second print. Really interesting stuff. Okay,